Are we live? I think we're
believe
live.
we are.
All right. Well, hello everyone. I am ThermalSquare. I am here joined with Zic.
Hello. We are going to be your Bugs Life runners for today.
Yep. And it's going to be kind of a different sort of race where we're going to be doing a console showcase where Zic is going to be playing off his PSTV and I will be playing off the Nintendo 64. There are quite a few differences between the versions, so we're going to kind of call those out when they pop up. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So, well, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
All right, I guess I'll count down from 3, and on go, we'll go. So in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck to you as well. This is our first level, Anthill. It's going to be a very simple level. Zic and I are both going to be doing the same thing. Be jumping off a nice vine and then jumping over a fence to end the level. Probably one of the quicker levels in this race. If I can get into the exit. There we go.
I didn't make it over the fence.
I had some issues getting into the exit zone. Yeah, the first couple levels are going to be very similar, and then once we get to a level called Riverbed Canyon, we're going to start to see quite a few differences between the versions. Level 2 is tunnels. Not much going on here, but we're going to be jumping off a few walls to get a little bit of a speed boost, and then perform a few skips through the level.
Yeah, tunnel seems very straightforward. You're just kind of running in a straight line, but there are a lot of curves in the tunnels, so you really want to try and be cutting the corners as much as you can to kind of be running in straight lines and not taking these turns wide.
Yeah,
you'll notice at the beginning that just because of the way the N64 version is and the slight differences in the game, the N64 version will probably be a little faster in the early game, and then the PlayStation will probably catch up more in the late game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's due to many of the different glitches and specific tricks to each version, which I'm definitely excited for some of them to show off. I'm coming up to the end of tunnels here now.
I just finished myself. And we'll both be moving into the Thumper fight. I always like to say this fight has a little element of RNG to it. I mean, it's a pretty simple fight. You get the super berry, you throw the berries at Thumper till he dies. How Thumper reacts can be a little different. Sometimes he can like fly down sooner. I don't know if you can do it on the N64 version, but I know on the PlayStation version PC, sometimes you can get Thumper like stuck under the mushroom, which can save a ton of time, but I've never done it consistently.
Yeah, he can get stuck a little bit, which I feel like sometimes helps with him coming back down quicker.
Mm-hmm.
But basically the gist of that fight is super berry, get as close to him as possible so the super berries hit quicker, and then go from there.
And then I just destroy my square button while I throw berries at him. Then we move into Cliffside. It's a pretty memorable level for people. You grab a dandelion and fly across the level to avoid the bird. If you touch the ground, you get eaten by the bird. Oof. I have heard that, if a task existed for this game, at least for the PS1 version, you could like frame perfect jump across the ground and never need a dandelion. I
have heard this theory too. I think Crispy Biscuit was telling me about that the other day, that he wants to be able to do it, but it seems kind of sketchy in my opinion.
All right, so here's our first famous level, the Riverbed Canyon. It's supposed to be this big maze level where you need to collect a certain amount of like these. So you can see we have like the seeds, and the seeds can grow mushrooms or leaf plants. and you can collect these tokens throughout the levels to upgrade what those seeds can do. So you're supposed to, like, you know, run around the level and find all the tokens so you can grow these big, huge plants to get over the tall cliffs that get in your way. We have ways around that, which, interestingly enough, is completely different from on the N64 version and the PS1 version. Yours is a little more funky, so do you want to talk about how the N64 version does those crack jumps?
Yeah, so first off, you can see Zic and I are going to be taking completely different routes through. He's going to start off going left at one point, and then I'm going to make a right. The first one, I take a mushroom seed, and I throw it into the crack, and then I kind of just hold forward, and Flick will get stuck, and then I have to flick right and then hold forward again, and then he'll continue to keep going up so we can skip the cliff. The second one is more just like getting stuck in the wall without a seed, which is a little more annoying, but it does the job essentially the same way.
All right.
Which my riverbed actually went fairly well.
Oh, okay. I went for a pretty infamous trick, the double jump at the end of riverbed, which I just got like pretty much first try. That was really good.
Let's go.
It's a weird jump. You're supposed to get a big leaf plant to get over that big wall at the end, but you can kind of just abuse the way the geometry works to kind of get Flick to get a second jump by putting him in a certain spot. It's very finicky and not super consistent.
Yeah. It's kind of the same way on the PC version, which I have played. It seems rather annoying, which is one of the reasons why I love the N64 version. I've already finished Bird's Nest. It's kind of straightforward. It's kind of like Thumper, get Super Berry, spam boss to death, and then win the level. But city entrance is going to be a little different for both of us, because the grain in the N64 version is different, where there's less of them, I guess, in city entrance. So my grain route is going to be different, because we need to open two different doors, a 10 grain door and a 20 grain door. But there will also be a 30 grain door, which both of us will skip at the end.
Yeah, this level's this is a very easy level to lose time on. The grain that drops from these enemies has an oddly specific hitbox. It's very easy to just walk right through it, walk right past it, and have to double back to get them all.
Yep. And enemy positioning can be a big factor as well, like just trying to make sure they're not way off in one direction, and it's kind of annoying, but it's just the way the game works.
Yeah, it's a very just kind of, you adapt in this level. You have to just work with where the bugs are and adapt as quick as possible to get moving.
One other slight difference, our 30 grain door skip is going to look slightly different. I'm going to jump up a box, and then Zic will have to go around an area to get to where he needs to skip 30 grain door.
I need more grain.
Oh, alright, I'm over the door.
I was going to say, I got over quite quickly as well.
Nice. Seems we're pretty close still.
Yeah, I'm going to be entering City Square here shortly, which is another level that has a big difference. Because in the N64 version, well, when you talk to any one of the bugs, Dim, Rosie, Manny, and Tuck and Roll, there's a cutscene that plays. But on the N64 version, I'm going to be storing all of those cutscenes and then just playing to the last one. You're going to see me be doing these butt bombs, which is how I keep the cutscenes stored. Which I just failed there, but that's okay.
Yeah, I have to watch all the cutscenes, but one nice thing, at least that I can do here, is when the characters start talking, you can pause and unpause the game, and that they just go on to the next dialogue. So if you just pause and pause through all their text, it just skips it all and advances the cutscene.
Oh, come on. I was doing the jumps by Manny, and the cutscene triggered.
Oh no.
So I'm not doing this level very well. I'm not really doing it justice, but we'll talk to Rosie here. One of the big things I hate about that level is Manny, because he's very skinny,
Oh, his hitbox
and
is so
Gypsy
small.
also gets in the way. It is the bane of an N64 runner's existence, because you have to bump into him.
Oh, hang on. Okay, so I'm starting the boss fight here, and one of the things at the start of the boss fight is to do it a little faster. You want to get the gold berry. Now normally you're supposed to like kick this bouncy ball all the way to the end and get it, but if you kind of use the curvature of the can we're in and jump off of it by getting some height, you can actually get the gold berry early, allowing you to get a hit on him much earlier.
Yeah, because on the opposite end of the can from where we start is where the super berry originally is. So it just takes a lot more time to go to the opposite end of the can and then run back and
What just happened to me? I don't know what just happened to me. That was wild.
What happened?
I don't know. I died. And then Flick just the dying sound effect where he's like, whoa! It just played like 6 times and it took like 10 seconds to respawn.
Yikes.
Okay. This game's a masterpiece.
Oh, I love it. Clover Forest. I love this. I actually really like this level.
It's a really good level.
If I can touch Manny in a very appropriate way. Here we go. We're going to be each doing something called Manny Skip, where it kind of skips his cutscene. And normally we can't move around, but doing Manny Skip allows us to grab the bird piece that we need a little quicker.
And this is another case where it's very annoying because you have to hit Manny in a certain way, but his hitbox is so skinny.
Yeah. The nice thing about the N64 version, which you might see, is all I have to do is get a certain distance away and get into the telescope, and then it works. Where like Zic, I'm pretty sure it's like you have to hit Manny at the height of your jump.
Yeah, if you're, I always say
it.
if you're familiar with Spyro speedrunning, it's almost exactly similar to like Nestor Skip in Spyro 1, where you have to jump to trigger the cutscene, and it skips it if you're still in the air. So basically, this game is just like Spyro speedrunning.
Yes, absolutely. Cannon plants, super annoying. However, I think it was Stucer who taught us that ground pounding and then ground pounding again for the cannon plants helps you get into them a little bit easier. Otherwise, they're just really annoying to get into.
Yeah, you may notice that we are, well, you may not notice unless we tell you, but we're using the audio from the PS1 version of the game just because, just of the nature of the PlayStation 1's capabilities, the music and sound effects just sound a lot nicer on the PS1 version.
Yeah, it was not hard to decide whose audio we were going to use. But
oh god, catastrophe. That sucks.
What happened?
I fell down the tree.
No.
Okay, we're good. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay, it was towards the start, so it could have been worse, but
Yeah. So yeah, on the tree we're gonna be talking to 5 blueberries, or pretty much Dot's friends, all the way up this tree, and then yeah, we're gonna talk to Dot at the end hopefully and complete the level.
yeah.
Pretty straightforward. I guess one thing about the N64 version is we can turn the camera while in the dim cutscenes. I don't know if that's possible on the PlayStation.
I don't think so. But if anybody out there, you know, avid glitch hunter or anything, looking for a way to skip these cutscenes, it is literally a minute of the run watching these dim cutscenes.
Yeah. Yeah, we could use some help.
Alright.
I guess the biggest thing is just not falling out of the tree, which does happen.
It's do what I call spooky jump. Alright, got spooky jump. It's a little jump you can do where there's Rosie's string and you can actually just jump off the side of the tree instead of using the string. I don't think it has a name, so I just call it spooky jump, because if you mess it up, you fall to the bottom.
Yeah, that sounds no bueno to me. I'm gonna take it safe and just use the vines and the webs that are available to me.
Yeah, tree is another level that, like, deceptively you can lose a lot of time on. Again, it's another level that seems very straightforward. You're like, oh, you just run up the tree. But, like,
yeah.
You know, you really got to be optimizing how tight you're running on the inside of the tree and cutting corners. And there's a lot of little minute details that can go into going fast in this game.
I got nervous. I wasn't sure if I had talked to Dot there.
Oh, yeah, my dot was in a really weird position.
Yeah, that's the big thing about that level. If you don't actually like bump into Dot at the end there, it won't allow you to complete the level, which I've had a few times in the past couple days.
Oh god. Go. There we go. Alright, so we have the malt fight now, and this fight's really annoying. Mainly because you have your little ant friends that are trying to help you, and they're doing the complete opposite of helping you by throwing red berries at you.
Yeah. The big thing is you need the super berry to actually hurt Molt. Otherwise, yeah, you can't affect him. Which, one funny thing about the N64 version, when you see Molt's text lines, it's actually a picture of Hopper's face for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not sure why they did that, but yeah, very interesting.
That's
very
funny.
Interesting choice.
I'm still convinced. I'm telling you, I'm reaching out to John Burton. I need the voice lines from this game, because I'm still convinced in the PS1 that there's an ant in the background that goes, "Kick some ass with this flick."
I have never heard that before.
Yeah, it's because again, the like lines are so like not clear that like sometimes it's hard to tell what they're just saying. But I swear he says that.
All right, so I think we're both in probably the most miserable level
Absolutely.
of Anthill Part 2. It has the biggest form of RNG in the run. Normally you need like a fully upgraded berry shooter that shoots berries straight up, but we can get a single upgraded berry shooter and hit Hopper where he's at, but it's also very dependent on his position, and it can really lose you runs very quickly.
Yeah, this is not a set flight pattern he goes on. He can just kind of mess you up.
Yeah.
He's messing me up right now. Come on. Okay, I got one. Then, oh, come on. Oh, he's not doing good for me. There we go.
Yeah, I'm not getting some.
Kind of the name of the game is the first 2 hits are the hard ones, because every time you hit him, he comes down a little bit. So once you hit him like twice, then you're pretty much guaranteed fine. All right, I'm out.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, as you could hear, I was actually counting, because you do need to hit Hopper 9 times to have him let go of Ada, and then you can. Again, you have to bump into her. If you don't bump into her, you won't be able to complete the level. Which I've had that happen before.
Which is another kind of form of RNG, because it's kind of based on where Hopper is when you land the final hit, where he drops her. So he can drop her in some really inconvenient spots.
Oh yeah.
So this level, I would say, is very infamous among people who have casually played this game. When I played this game fully, because like I didn't beat this game as a kid. How many of us actually beat this game as a kid? I got as far as like the dandelion level and then probably just reset a bunch. But like, this level's hard. Like the first time you play this game, like this level feels impossible.
Yeah, the biggest thing about this level is that if you die in this level at any point, you have to start over from the very beginning of the level. And basically the name of the game is memorize the level and don't get hit, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, like literally every like Every pebble on the ground has a hitbox to it. It is so easy to get messed up by something in this level.
Yeah, every pebble, feather, seems like the raindrops could mess you up at this point.
Yeah, I got hit by one small little bug, but whatever.
Yeah.
But the annoying thing about it too is like if you get hit by something and you like lose all your momentum and you get knocked back, Hopper, like his AI, he can get in front of you, and if he gets in front of you, he just blocks you and you just die.
Yeah, it
Okay,
you can get like bumped into one of the cracks on the side of the level and just get bounced around.
Stuck. I'm here in the Hopper fight now. This is the final level of the game, and it's a really difficult level, but it's a really cool level. It's a good final boss. It's broken up into 3 stages. So the first stage you have to get a super berry and then hit him, and then the second one he like goes between different points and you have to platform to those spots and hit him. And then the third phase is just
it's like a race to the top of this big hill as you hit him going up the hill. Come on, Hopper, get hit.
Yeah, I had a little rough start in phase 2, but
I did get stick jump first try, so that was...
Yeah, there's a jump we do at the beginning, we call it stick jump, because you jump off that one stick to one of the platforms. Normally you'd need a dandelion to get there. It's just a way to get to the super berry a little faster.
It is slightly precise, but once you kind of get the feel for it, it's not too bad. But
yeah,
I've also had plenty of runs get lost to stick jump as well.
Absolutely. I mean, as I like to tell people, at least for the PS1 version, if you're familiar with the term coyote time, this game has like negative coyote time. You literally have to jump like before you get to the edge, or it will just drop you off. It is not very intuitive.
Oh, please don't die. These grasshoppers can be just the worst.
Alright, and then we just spam berries at him up at the top, and time.
Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, I'm going to be coming up on time here shortly as well, as long as Hopper cooperates. Time.
GG.
Let's go. On my end, I got 21:42. I'm pretty okay.
21:27.
Let's go.
Oh man, it wasn't bad. I think everything went really well throughout that.
Yeah, I mean, from what it sounded like, Riverbed went well, Anthill went okay, and yeah, seems like a good race overall.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that is A Bug's Life Any Percent, showing off both the N64 version and the PlayStation version.
Thank you, John Burton, for this masterpiece.
Yes, thank you, John, our Lord and Savior, God Burton. So yeah, thank you, License-a-thon, for allowing us to show off this wonderful game. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Thanks for doing the race, Thermal. This was good.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
definitely enjoyed doing this.
Make sure you guys stick around. Thermal's going to be doing a race of Toy Story 2, another John Burton game, right after this.
Straight masterpiece.
And Electric Man. So make sure you guys check that out. It's another. I've done that run before. It's a really cool run, really cool game.
Yeah. Yeah.